Conveners of this meeting say one of its objectives is to facilitate stakeholders' engagement on some of the findings from the NEITI audit report for 2013. The Executive Secretary of NEITI highlights some of the key findings of that report, which he wants the audience to engage. Some of those findings include the over $1 billion remitted to the NNPC by the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas in 2013, but was never paid into the Federation account.
Before, NLNG paid $1.289 billion to NNPC, and NNPC acknowledged receiving this money. But this money has not gone to the Federation account or to the federal government. I want to say this again. There's lack of clarity, or there's some argument about whether the investment in NLNG belongs to the federal government or to the Federation. But whatever it is, whichever way it's resolved, what we can establish is that over 8 years, NLNG remitted almost $13 billion to NNPC, and NNPC acknowledged receiving that money, but the money has not gone to the Federation account or to the federal government.
The report also says the federal government processed as subsidy to the NNPC 1.3 trillion naira in 2013. This represents 26% of the 2013 national budget. However, the Minister of Solid Minerals, who was represented by a director in the ministry, urges the National Assembly to pass the Petroleum Industry Bill to address some of the recurring issues in the sector.
It is also our hope that the bill, when passed and signed, will address the governance issues that have bedeviled our oil and gas sector. We therefore call on the legislature to expedite action on the Petroleum Industry Governance Bill, which is presently before the Senate.
Meanwhile, the Executive Secretary of NEITI recommends that there is a need for stronger synergy among government agencies to checkmate each other's operations.
There should be greater synergy between the various government agencies. For example, you should not export minerals without collecting certificates from a particular government agency, and there's no collaboration between custom and that government agency, and we need to have better synergy to make sure that we get all the revenues that we should get and we capture all we are producing.
It is hoped that this engagement will produce results that will lead to the tracking of government earnings from the extractive industries.